I'm here because I'm doing research for a book I'm writing on a ship called the Erebus. And the Erebus and its sister ship, the Terror, was the flagship on two of the most amazing polar journeys ever undertaken. This was beginning of the 19th century, so the sailing boats really. And first of all, they went on an expedition to Antarctica, led by a man called James Clark Ross. And these two little ships sailed right into the ice, up to the ice cap. They discovered a volcano, which they call Mount Erebus and all that sort of thing. And so I'm following as much as I can of that journey and trying to sort of imagine myself in that situation, what it might have been like. And they spent a whole summer, several months here in Port Louis, which was then the capital of the Falklands. And so that's why I'm here, really, to kind of get some idea of the feel of the place, what they might have encountered here. Been up to Port Louis. The Gilding family were very helpful to me there, and sort of they've got a farm up there. So we walked round and did a kind of archaeological trail, because a lot of the buildings that were built by the expedition at that time in 1842, you can still see where they put them. You know, I found some very useful, or rather, people here found for me some letters. This was at the archive, actually, from the captain, James Clark Ross, to the new governor, because it was just, they'd only just really set up the Falklands as a sort of proper colony in about 10 years before. There was a young man called Moody who was the new governor, and he didn't get on very well with the captain for some reason, but then you find a little bit of sort of document there. This is new for me in a way. I've done non-fiction books before. I've done books about my travels, but they're just taken from a diary of places I've been to. But this, I've got to find a way of trying to tell the story in my own way. I mean, it's been told in many different ways, especially the Falkland expedition, and many books on that. But I want to put myself into it. That's why I'm traveling to the places, and also get a feeling of then and now, you know. What's the mentality, what would be the mentality of the people, and the mentality of just somebody going out into the unknown, which you can't do really now. I mean, nowhere's unknown, and people always know where you are because you've got GPS and all that. But then they really did sail off to somewhere, well, let's see what it's like, and they're going off the end of the earth, especially in the Antarctic. I read history at university. I'd never heard of this journey to the Antarctic. And so that's how it started about 2 or 3 years ago. And I used to bang on to people about it, you know, bore them rigid with it. But some publishers who were very nice said, look, if you're that keen, why don't you, we'd love you to do a book about it. And they provided some money for me to go around the world. And that's how it came to be a definite thing, rather than just a hobby, which it was before. Most things I do, there's someone comes up with an idea somehow, we're just talking about it or whatever, or someone will just come through my agent and say, look, you know, does Michael want to do this or that? I like to be independent enough so that when I make it, you know, I can sort of work out how it should be done and you know, have some input into the crew and the script and all that sort of thing. But this is the first time I've done something like this without a crew at all, you know, and it's odd because I like having the freedom just go and do a bit of research, go to the library if I want to, go to the museum, go up to Port Louis. But you come to the Falklands and I mean, the landscape's fantastic. I just think, God, if our cameraman were here, he'd absolutely love it. Yeah, he'd love it. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. I'm very glad I came here, very glad. I've been lucky, what they say. I've had some very nice days. I mean, Friday I arrived, Saturday. Beautiful days. And I've had, thanks to people helping me out, I've had a very good, busy time. I've done lots of things, not just walking out by Port Louis, but in the museum, but also on the little sort of round-robin aeroplane. I like the fact that there aren't that many people here. So you do feel that nature is in control here, and so the humans sort of fit in where they can. And I just love walking out and seeing all these sort of upland geese and things like that just around, and they don't seem to rush off when you go near them. So I took I'm actually rather proud of myself. I took a picture of some birds, rock shags they were, all lined up on a rock. Rather beautiful, about 14 of them. So I was going to have a postcard printed, 14 shags in one afternoon. But I'm not going to, because that's the bird. The bird people might not like it.